Good morning, everybody. We're making a lot of really cool merch today, some for some old clients, some for some new clients, and I figured now would be a good time to take you guys through how we're getting some of these clients, how they're finding us, or how we found them. So let's get after it. Our first job on deck is for Odes Canada. Odes is a ATV and side-by-side manufacturer with a pretty large dealer network across the country. The fall is trade show time for the power sports industry, and these guys wanted to bring some merch with them to hand out to people. So we got 800 hats on deck. Brad's gonna be working on this for the next few days, and I gotta make about 3,000 or 4,000 stickers for them in the meantime. How we got this client was actually through YouTube, through this channel that you're watching right now. And this is always something that's been a little bit unique to my business, the fact that I have a YouTube channel that does get a fair bit of attention. You would think that it's all screen printers or people looking to learn how to print shirts that are finding this channel, but that only makes up about half the views that I get. The other half are made up by people who are usually Googling things like, where to get shirts made, stuff like that. When people are Googling things like screen printing, embroidery, how to get shirts made, where to get shirts made, stuff like that, a lot of the times my videos come up alongside it. And this is something that I planned very early on. Actually, it's something I planned right from the very beginning. Obviously, my main focus and main drive with this channel since the beginning has been to just share my journey and share whatever I know along the way to hopefully help some people. But on the flip side, I also knew well enough that SEO is very powerful, and I knew that in putting all this stuff out there and getting more of myself out there, that when people start searching stuff, I'm gonna come up more and more and more, and this is gonna help build my business from being nothing, a little heat press in a corner bedroom of a basement, to being the auto shop that it is today. Making these videos and putting them out there has been a very key factor in the growth of this business, and in the very beginning, it was essentially the sole source of clients for this business. It's changed a lot since then. Now I would say it's far more in a different direction, but I would have never gotten here without putting these videos out in the first place. These videos have brought in clients from all the way across the spectrum, from people who order 24 shirts at a time to clients who order $20,000, $30,000 worth of merchandise in one shot. And this is the case with the job today. They've been following the channel for a little while now. They've seen how I scrutinize the details, how I care about the quality, and when it came time for them to partner with someone to make all this merch for their dealer networks over a long term, they came to us. So YouTube can be a very beneficial resource to grow your business. It shows what you're about, who you are, what type of work you do, all kinds of stuff. It gives your customers an inside look as to who you are and what you can do.
Feeling strong. Oh, I'm not feeling strong!
Oh my god!
Oh man, that glue is too OP.
So that's obviously a sign that I need to make a lean improvement, make some kind of pallet holder system so that these things aren't sticking together, and he's not struggling to get them apart. Although it is funny to listen to him doing.
Yeah. Little burly man.
Little burly man.
So just because you guys are all fucking Neanderthals, fucking caveman-sized fucking human beings, doesn't mean I'm small.
That's like exactly what that means. You at the spa day, Lee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just photosynthesizing. No big deal. Trying to get my red light therapy on.
It's pretty fucking good to me.
All right, this next one is actually for a movie production. It's for a movie called Alter, which is a horror movie being filmed in our city right now. Movie productions are a great source of business for print shops because they tend to have pretty gigantic budgets to throw at this stuff. We've already printed a couple hundred shirts and hoodies for these guys, and they've come back for a reorder. When it comes to this job came to us through good old word of mouth, and word of mouth is probably the most powerful way to market your business. This one essentially went through 2 or 3 people, 2 or 3 jobs before it came to us. It started off with me making a bunch of stuff for a longtime client of ours, then he sent a friend of his over here saying what a good job we did. We made some stuff for them. They liked what we did, and then they passed our information along to this movie production. That's how easy it is to gain customers. All you have to do is treat them really good and make a good product. Word of mouth can carry you a very long long way. And I would say at this point in my business, word of mouth has been the biggest generator of clients for the entire business for the last 2 years. And this is simply because we go above and beyond for our clients. Obviously, when it comes down to the quality and what we produce into the clothing, that speaks for itself. But we also try to make their lives easier when it comes to the sales process, to making their minds up of what garments they want and, you know, what print processes to have and all this other type of stuff, trying to meet deadlines and trying to beat them, trying to get stuff early to them if possible. Things like that go a very long way with people. And even if we are late on something, we make sure we do something to make it up for them. We have gained a very good reputation in a very short amount of time on a local level just by doing things that our local competition simply is not doing. But that being said, word of mouth is a double-edged sword. As quickly as it can help you grow, it can kick you in the ass twice as fast. If you're producing a poor quality product, if you're rude to people, if you're not responding to messages, and you're just generally making their lives miserable, it will fuck you very quickly, because word of mouth spreads much faster when things are negative versus when things are positive. So make sure you're paying attention to the details when it comes to your work and how you're treating your clients. It will take you a long way.
Rotations. So it'll be base, flash, stem, and then a space for it to cool down, I believe, which should be good. Then we'll do yellow, flash, and then it'll get hit with red, and then it'll go around, and then it'll get hit with the first flash, or this one, doesn't really matter, and then it'll get hit with the highlight white. I take it off, it's done. Alright, we got it. Okay, so base, okay, flash it, with the stamp it. I left one space for cooling, good. I got fucking yellow, and then it's gonna get flashed, okay, and then it's gonna get hit with red. Popped up there. However, what you can do is just bump the flash over one position. How come? Because you don't want to print right after the flash. It's gonna be hot. Okay. So that's when shit sticks together. Okay. So, but you have enough space here. You can flash right after a print, but you don't want to flash. Or sorry, you can print just before a flash, but you don't want to print right after. Right after the flash.
So you can just take that flash and move it over one.
Okay.
And then you're safe.
Yeah, and then it'll get hit with the red.
Yeah.
And then I imagine it doesn't matter what flash, but it can either get hit with the EFO or that one.
Yeah.
And then
that one, and then
you come around the highlight and done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very good. B minus.
B minus. That's an A minus.
That one spot.
Yeah, that's A minus.
B minus.
This guy's never been to school. He didn't even pass. He doesn't know how grades work.
That is true. That is true. I did drop out in the 10th grade.
That's an A minus.
I'll let you guys decide.
It's not an A. It's not an A plus. It's an A minus.
A minus or a B minus? Let me know.
I'm the one who dropped out of school, and yet somehow I'm the one who signs everyone's paychecks around here.
Ooh.
Because I didn't need school. Because I'm a fucking genius, that's why. All right, the next one on press is actually 2 separate shirt designs for a local death metal band that we've been working with for the last couple of years. They usually give us pretty complicated artwork, but this one's actually one of the easier ones. We got a 3-color and a 2-color to knock out. This one came through good old Facebook and Instagram marketing. I think that's probably the most common place that print shops are marketing today, and we are no different. Actually, this one was a little bit of a combination between Facebook and word of mouth, so this kind of plays well to the previous job. One of the bands that we had worked with had posted some stuff about what we made on their page. Another band had seen it. They went and checked out our page, seen some of the work that we did, and then they reached out to us to make these shirts, and we've been working with them ever since for about 2 years now. There are a lot of different ways that you can handle this type of marketing, and it seems like every shop does it a little bit differently. Some treat it more like a portfolio, and that's kind of what we do. We kind of just show our work, showcase it in the best light possible so people can see what they're getting, versus making reels and things like that, which is also very powerful. I've seen a lot of people grow some very big pages by doing so, making viral content and things like that. So there are so many different ways that you can approach this, and I would say there's really no wrong one. It's just a matter of getting stuff out there. It's a numbers game. One thing I can tell you though is to make sure you're making that content as high quality as you possibly can. You need to make it jump off the page when people are scrolling through their feeds. On the photo side, you're not going to get away with the bare minimum effort. You can't have a dirty ass shop with shit laying around in the background. You can't have dirty floors and a dirty press and all this other stuff. That's going to turn people away. You need to make sure your shop looks good. You need to make sure that the background is clean. You need to make sure that they are focusing on your work and your work alone. And also get an app to edit your photos nicer. Get Lightroom. It's free. Throw a little edit on those things. Make them pops. Make them look a little bit different than everything else in that person's feed when they're scrolling through. That goes a long way. And then on the video side, there are a number of different ways you can approach this. You can go the viral trends theme, which sometimes works for people, sometimes doesn't. Sometimes it's a little bit annoying. To me personally, I can't stand it, so it's something I'll never do, but for some people it works. You can make comedic content, which is something I've seen a few people do, and it's definitely worked for them. Or if you want to simplify things, you can use it as a way to show your business, who you are, what you're about, and what you can make. This type of content goes a long way with potential customers, and it's something we've never really done on a regular social media because it's something that we do on YouTube on a regular basis, so we kind of keep things separate. But if you want to keep things simple and to be able to make content that can spread across a wide variety of platforms, then this is a way to go because it works on TikTok, it works on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube Shorts, all these different avenues with one piece of content. I know this has worked very well for us, and I would say if I had to throw a number at it, we've gotten probably in the past 2 years about 20-25% of our business through these social media channels. Lab, I'm good. What are you offering? For what? Like, what are you offering exactly? What are you selling? Digitizing? We've never been called by a digitizer before. This is super interesting. Yeah. So what's it like over there? How's the digitizing business treating you? Is it not going good? Oh, we don't do email here. No. Yeah. We use carrier pigeon only and ravens like Game of Thrones. Shall I send a raven with my digitizing file? Yeah. What about a baby owl? Would a baby owl suffice? Yeah. My name? My name is Francois. Spell it out. F-R-A Swa. I can't anymore. I love when like you make them give up. He's just like, okay, see you later. That's the tactic to handle digitizers. Make them quit. Doing a little better than old B- over there, I think. Brad's got his embroidery timing down. He said get all these big hats done by the end of the day, and it is exactly the end of the day with the last ones on the machine. I am impressed. Not bad. We only have a few more days to go.
I'll be done by the end of the week.
We'll be done by probably Thursday by the look at how fast you're going.
That would be nice. As long as the machine cooperates. Never get.
Gotta caress it like nice Tajima.
So that's 3 ways that we get clients for our print shop. This is a new type of content for me, so let me know in the comments below what you think about it, because this is a really deep topic and we can cover a whole lot more ground with it. I figured I would just try something simple and easy to scratch the surface and see what you guys think about it. And of course, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see you again in the next one.